Get ready to touch that dial with your host, Spike Nesmith.
The Pet Show is an American syndicated weekend program that airs on more than 100 stations and, according to their website, has been on the air for more than 40 years. Now, I'm saying nothing. It's entirely up to you to decide whether this brief clip of the program represents whether it warrants that success or not. But my lips, as the old song goes, are sealed. Author of a book called Pet Aerobics, the show is hosted by pet and animal expert Warren Eckstein, who takes calls from callers about their pets' behaviours and maladies. It's one of the many weekend specialist shows made available to stations in North America, like Dave Ramsey's Financial Show, On the House, and Successful Sexting with Pete Stoner. I may have made that last one up. This is The Pet Show.
And we are back on The Pet Show. I'm Warren Eckstein. Let me shoot right over to Jenny in Ohio. Hey, Jenny, welcome to The Pet Show.
Hello. Hello.
How you doing? How you doing today?
I am good. I'm good.
Okay, so I see from your question, I'm reading my computer. I don't want to run out of time, so I'm going to read it. It says, you're asking me if dogs cry. It's a great question. There's no doubt in my mind, having worked with dogs in some horrendous situations, that our dogs feel very similar emotions than we feel. They're very sensitive to our emotions. They feel joy. They feel fear. They feel sadness. However, scientifically, it cannot be proven. They do have tear ducts, but it cannot be proven that dogs cry scientifically. However, having been there, having talked to someone and having worked with animals for as many years as I have, I believe that dogs can cry and cats can cry. I remember stories, hearing and seeing. I remember there was a young girl that I worked with. Something really upset her. Her parents went into her room and there were tears in her eyes and tears in her cat's eyes right alongside her. So the bottom line is, I do believe that animals can cry and I do believe they can shed tears. Absolutely. Most people disagree with me, but then again, what else is new, Jenny?
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry?
I said, but then again, what else is new? Some people disagree with me.
Oh, right. But then why does he have the little, I don't know what you call it, little stains down from his eyes in the corner? That has nothing to do with the crying. The stains on the eyes, it's just the tear ducts tearing. You can use a little baking soda to get those off, but basically that's not, the tear stains are not crying. Oh, okay.
Is that him barking? Is that him out here barking? What kind of dog is it?
A golden. It's male.
They're beautiful, beautiful dogs. And why does he bark at the fence line? I see that's your next question. Well, if someone were to try to come into your bedroom or your house, what would you do? You would tell them no. You would let them know this is not what you want, unless you wanted them in. Dogs can be very territorial, and a lot of people think golden retrievers can't, but they can be. So when they're barking at the line, what they're doing is one of two things, depending on the bark. If it's a real deep type bark, they're being really protective. If it's a more high-pitched type bark, then they're inviting whoever's walking by to come in and play with them. So it depends on the pitch of the bark. Just like with growls, a high-pitched growl is not an aggressive growl. A low-pitched growl is an aggressive growl. So understanding the pitch can make all the difference in the world. But it sounds to me, from what I'm hearing, he's got a pretty deep bark anyway. So it might be just that he's being protective at this point. Does he get along with everybody when he meets them?
Yes, after he meets them.
Yeah. Yes. So he's just one of those. He's just one of those dogs that. I love that sound. He's just one of those dogs that tries to be a little bit more protective. Not a problem. I would just love it and enjoy it.
And how about the digging, though? He digs while he barks, and his holes can be over a foot deep.
Dogs have scent glands on the bottom of their feet. So when they're barking and they're digging at the same time, they're claiming territory. What you can do if you want, you can't stop him from digging at that point. If he was just digging holes in your backyard, I can stop him. But the fact that he's digging when he's barking at the same time, that is kind of his way of just marking territory. Sometimes you're just better off leaving that alone, getting a big shovel and filling it in.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Jenny, don't go anywhere. Don't go. Let's put Jenny on hold, and we are going to send Jenny for her. You know what, Jenny? I'm going to send you some all-natural herbal flea spray. This is going to be a horrible flea season. I know you had some wet weather up in Ohio as well. 877-725-8255, the phone number. Another quick break, then we'll try to get a couple of more calls in here. Listen, you hear me talk about Lucy Pet Food constantly. 4, 5, 6 times a show. Why? Because I want your dogs and your cats to be as healthy as they possibly can, and the way to keep them healthy is no different than the way we tell by eating the right food. You have no idea what some of the other dog foods have in them. I hear them on TV. Oh, you feed this to your dog, they'll live to be 30 years old. Let me tell you, Lucy Pet Food is manufactured right here, not too far from where I live. The CEO of Lucy Pet Food, I'm on the phone with him 2-3 times a week. This is a company whose heart and soul is into making sure that your dogs and cats are as healthy as they possibly can. That's why they have their own plan, their own laboratory, and the compassion for your dogs and cats that you have. In fact, here's a listener talking about Lucy Pet Food and their pets.
Lucy Pet Food.
Yeah.
And I ran out. And I fed Brand X. I put it in the bowl. Dog comes over, takes one sniff, couple sniffs, looks at me like I'm Benedict Arnold.
Well, there you go. See, and that's why that's why she's barking. You ran out of Lucy Pet Food. That's why she's barking.
There you go.
Listen, if you want your dogs and your cats to be healthy and happy, feed your pets what I feed mine. Lucy Pet Formulas for Life Pet Food. Check out Lucy Pet Food. Go to their website, lucypetproducts.com, lucypetproducts.com. Spend just $35 at their website. Mix it up, whatever you want to order, and shipping will be absolutely free. I'm Warren Eckstein. This is The Pet Show.
The Car Doctor, Ron Ananian. Now live Saturday afternoons at 2 on WRTA.
Have you noticed your dog looking a bit scruffy lately? Then it's time to visit Foxy Fluff Grooming Salon, formerly Claudia's Barking Lot, 1219 16th Street, Altoona. Rebecca from Foxy Fluff is continuing Claudia's legacy of love and care she provided for her clients over the past 30 years, and they are currently accepting new clients. Foxy Fluff offers creative grooming, including pet-safe vegan hair dyes that will add a little color to your pup spa day. Rebecca is certified in dog behavior from Penn Foster Career School and is also certified in bathing and coat and skin theory from Berkeley. She also has extensive experience grooming rescue dogs from Perry County Animal Rescue. Foxy Fluff accepts all breeds and personalities. Foxy Fluff is open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 until 2. And they always offer $10 walk-in nail trims. Foxy Fluff also does cat nail trims. Call for an appointment today, 814-946-4477. From scruff to fluff, all dogs groomed with care at Foxy Fluff Grooming Salon. Like them on Facebook.
The Dean's List with Janice Dean.
A brave dog that saved his Florida family makes today's Dean's List. Nicole Evans heard that her house was on fire while she was out of town. She later found out that their pet Macho, who was home with her son Griffin, alerted him of the imminent danger. Macho reportedly gave Griffin a couple of nips to get him out of bed around 5:30 in the morning as smoke and flames were spreading. When Griffin finally woke up, he realized he had to get out right away. The cause of the fire is still under investigation, and the home was completely lost. But despite all of that, Nicole says she's grateful her family is okay. If it wasn't for Macho's quick thinking and love for his family, things would have been so much worse. Nicole says her house and what was in it can be replaced. Her son and her dog cannot. She's just grateful they're alive today. Well done, Macho. You're a hero. And you made today's Doggy Dean's List. Janice Dean, Fox News.
It's hard to criticise specialised syndicated programming other than to call it so very specialised that it bores any listener that, say, doesn't happen to have a limping ferret or gangrenous pig. It has its place, I suppose, and it obviously has an audience, I suppose, and must make money from advertisers, I suppose, or it wouldn't have been on the air for what the host claims is 4 decades. I'd love to know what you thought of the show, though, whether it's actually useful or just burns time in small market stations' weekend schedules. Next week, we'll hear how a British radio legend introduces Americans to the world of football. Till next time we touch that dial, I'm Spike Nesmith.